Oh my lord, Paris, France. What if the most unforgettable moment of BTS's first concert night in Paris wasn't the explosive opening performance, the synchronized choreography, or the spectacular stage production? What if it was a single unexpected gesture from Kim Taehyung that quietly unfolded in front of tens of thousands of fans, leaving an entire stadium emotional and igniting a wave of discussion across social media within minutes? That question has quickly become one of the biggest talking points among ARMY worldwide, following BTS's highly anticipated return to Paris. While the concert itself delivered exactly what fans expected from one of the world's biggest music groups, many viewers believe an entirely different story unfolded between the songs. A story that cameras only partially captured, but fans inside the venue witnessed with overwhelming emotion as clips continue circulating across multiple platforms. One particular sequence involving Kim Taehyung, better known as V, has attracted millions of views. It was not a planned dance break. It was not an elaborate stage effect. Instead, it appeared to be a spontaneous human moment that instantly transformed the atmosphere inside the stadium. Even more surprising, attentive fans quickly noticed Jungkook's immediate reaction. Was it simply the natural response of a teammate watching another member interact with the audience? Or did fans witness something much more meaningful that cameras almost missed? Those questions continue fueling discussions as new audience-recorded videos emerge from every angle. Paris had already been preparing for BTS's arrival for days. Streets surrounding the venue gradually filled with purple outfits, homemade banners, light sticks, and international fans speaking dozens of different languages. Hotels welcomed visitors from across Asia, Europe, North America, South America, and the Middle East. Cafes near the concert venue became unofficial gathering places where ARMYs exchanged photo cards, shared memories from previous tours, and counted down the final hours before showtime. The excitement surrounding the first concert date reached extraordinary levels. Fans began lining up long before gates officially opened, eager to experience the first chapter of BTS's Paris performances. For many attendees, this was more than another concert. It represented a reunion after years of waiting, changing circumstances, and countless hopes that the group would once again stand together before a European audience. ## Part 2. An ocean of purple light sticks. Inside the stadium, anticipation steadily intensified. Every announcement echoed through the venue. Every lighting adjustment prompted louder screams. Every movement behind the giant LED screens convinced fans the show was finally about to begin. When the opening VCR concluded and the stage lights exploded into life, the roar from the audience became deafening. Purple light sticks illuminated nearly every section of the stadium, creating an ocean of synchronized color stretching as far as television cameras could capture. The members entered with remarkable confidence, delivering the powerful opening performance that immediately reminded everyone why BTS continues to command some of the largest concert audiences in the world. Energy surged through the venue from the very first song. RM confidently led introductions between performances. Jin balanced humor with heartfelt appreciation. Suga maintained his unmistakable charisma. J-Hope energized every corner of the stadium with infectious enthusiasm. Jimin showcased elegant precision. Jungkook displayed explosive performance power. And Kim Taehyung captivated audiences with his signature stage presence, effortlessly commanding attention every time cameras focused on him. Yet, as the concert progressed, something unexpected slowly began unfolding. It wasn't announced. It wasn't highlighted on the stadium screens. There was no dramatic soundtrack signaling that anything unusual was happening. In fact, many viewers watching official broadcasts may not have immediately realized why audience reactions suddenly became louder whenever Taehyung approached one particular side of the stage. Fans seated near the extended runway later explained online that V repeatedly glanced toward a specific section of the audience between performances. At first, many assumed he was simply acknowledging fans waving banners or calling his name. That would have been perfectly ordinary. BTS members frequently interact with fans throughout concerts, creating memorable exchanges that become treasured moments within the fandom. ## Part 3. a heartfelt interaction. But according to numerous audience accounts shared afterward, this interaction gradually became something different. Several attendees described noticing an emotional fan struggling to hold back tears while holding a carefully prepared message for Taehyung. Others recalled seeing nearby fans encouraging one another to raise banners higher so the members could read them. No official confirmation has identified exactly what Taehyung saw. However, multiple audience videos appear to show him briefly pausing before smiling warmly toward that direction. Then came the moment that countless fans now describe as unforgettable. Instead of immediately returning to his designated stage position, Taehyung gently acknowledged the section once more with a heartfelt expression that many interpreted as gratitude. It lasted only seconds. Yet, those few seconds rapidly became one of the most replayed moments from the evening. Inside the stadium, reaction spread almost instantly. Fans began crying. Others embraced friends standing beside them. Purple light sticks continued swaying while emotional cheers replaced the explosive screams that had dominated earlier performances. Many audience members later admitted they never expected such a simple interaction to affect them so deeply. Perhaps that was precisely why it resonated. There was no elaborate choreography, no theatrical effect, just an artist acknowledging the people who had waited so long to see him again. Within minutes, fan-recorded clips flooded social media. Comments poured in from viewers who had not even attended the concert. "I started crying just watching this. He looked genuinely emotional. This is why people love Taehyung. I wasn't prepared for this tonight." Thousands of similar reactions appeared across platforms as hashtags connected to BTS, Paris, V, and the concert climbed trending lists in multiple countries. Part 4. Jungkook's reaction and fan speculations. Then, another detail began attracting widespread attention. Jungkook. As more audience-recorded angles surfaced, fans noticed that Jungkook appeared to glance toward Taehyung immediately after the emotional interaction. The moment itself happened quickly. There were no close-up cameras confirming exactly what either member was thinking. Nevertheless, Jungkook's brief look became another widely discussed topic among fans reviewing concert footage frame by frame. Some interpreted it simply as a natural acknowledgement between performers sharing the same stage. Others believed Jungkook recognized the emotional atmosphere developing around Taehyung and instinctively smiled. Because no official explanation has been provided, any interpretation remains speculative. Still, the brief exchange encouraged even greater discussion online. The fascination surrounding these subtle interactions reflects something long associated with BTS concerts. Beyond carefully rehearsed performances, fans often treasure spontaneous human moments that cannot be scripted. Whether it's members helping one another on stage, sharing laughter after unexpected mistakes, or quietly acknowledging emotional fans in the audience, these unscripted interactions frequently become the memories people remember most. Paris appeared to deliver another example of exactly that. As the concert continued, Taehyung's energy remained consistently high. He transitioned seamlessly back into choreography with effortless professionalism. His vocals remained stable throughout emotionally charged performances. His expression shifted naturally between powerful charisma during upbeat tracks and quiet sincerity during slower songs. Yet, many attendees admitted they continued thinking about the earlier interaction long after it had passed. It had changed the emotional rhythm of the evening. By the midpoint of the concert, conversations inside the stadium had already begun spreading from one seating section to another. "Did you see what Taehyung just did? I think he noticed someone's banner. He looked like he was trying not to cry. I've never experienced anything like that." Those conversations later continued outside the venue, where thousands of fans remained gathered well after the concert ended. Some exchanged videos through airdrop. Others compared recordings to determine exactly when the interaction occurred. International fans translated eyewitness accounts into multiple languages, allowing armies around the world to piece together different perspectives from inside the stadium. Part 5. Sincerity over spectacle. Interestingly, not every attendee described the moment in exactly the same way. Some focused on Taehyung's expression. Others remembered the audience reaction more vividly. Several insisted the surrounding fans became emotional before Taehyung even responded. These varying accounts demonstrate how differently individuals experience the same live event. Yet, despite the differences, one common conclusion appeared repeatedly across countless testimonies. The atmosphere changed. Something deeply emotional had connected artist and audience in a way that transcended language. Meanwhile, entertainment observers also noted how quickly the moment spread online despite lasting only a matter of seconds. In today's digital era, major concert performances often compete with countless viral clips from the same event. Dance breaks, high notes, fashion, stage effects, and unexpected technical moments. Yet, remarkably, one of the most discussed highlights from BTS's first Paris concert became an interaction defined not by spectacle, but by sincerity. That alone speaks volumes about the emotional connection BTS has cultivated with fans throughout their career. As more footage continues emerging from different sections of the venue, fans are carefully examining additional angles in hopes of understanding exactly what unfolded before Taehyung's heartfelt reaction. Did he read a specific message? Did he recognize someone? Or was he simply overwhelmed by seeing thousands of ARMYs singing together after such a long-awaited reunion? For now, only Taehyung himself knows the complete answer. One thing, however, has become increasingly clear. The first night in Paris was about far more than music. It became a reminder that sometimes the smallest gestures create the biggest memories. And just when fans believed the emotional highlight of the evening had already passed, another unexpected sequence involving Taehyung and Jungkook began unfolding during the later stages of the concert, one that audience members are now calling one of the night's most surprising moments.